So I do have to thank you guys for watching all the iPhone 8 videos that I put out. It was a lot of work to do them, but it was also a lot of fun. Now, one of the things that I noticed in the entire process of trying to set up my iPhone 8 as quickly as possible is that Apple made it very easy for me to migrate from my iPhone 7 Plus to my iPhone 8 Plus, and I was not expecting it whatsoever. The entire process actually mimics the setup for an Apple Watch. If you haven't seen one of those, just search on YouTube and I'm sure you'll find them. The moment that I turned on my new iPhone 8 Plus and brought it close to my existing 7 Plus, all these prompts started to show up on my 7 Plus. So in the next few minutes, I'm just going to quickly run through the entire setup process, tell you kind of the issue that I came across, and I'm just doing all this just to let you guys know that the installation process is now slightly different.
Real usage, real reviews. Mobile reviews, .ca.
So the first thing that happened was, well, the iPhone 7 Plus detected the new iPhone. Then I had to take a picture like I would with the Apple Watch, and this camera syncing thing was really neat. Basically moved over all my preferences and my Apple ID, or my information about the Apple ID. Then I had to enter my passcode from my 7 Plus onto the iPhone 8, and that sort of did a bit more syncing, which then led to me setting up my Touch ID and Apple ID. Now here's where it got kind of weird, because it asked me for a prompt for the code off of my old iPhone. And so I typed it in, and it wouldn't let me progress past that point. So I was getting kind of annoyed. So I left it alone for like 3 minutes and set up the iPhone 8, the smaller one, for the torture test. And I came back to it, and it kept doing it until it just decided, no, that's not an issue, and it just carried on setting up. So I'm not quite sure what happened there. To kind of forego that issue, I will say that if you're ever prompted to put in a new passcode in the new iPhone 8 or 8 Plus, use a different one between your old one and your new one. You can always change it back. Just so that you know you can separate between your old phone and your new phone. I guess that's the only tip I have for that. So again, the installation process worked after, well, I put in the wrong code and it just decided to move forward. After that part, you do end up on the how to set up your new iPhone screen with the options to install it from iCloud or from iTunes. Now, because I'm cheap, I try to keep my backups just on my computer, so I don't use iCloud for any backups for my devices. One of the things I noticed was that I was prompted for two-factor authentication, which was a new step in this process, and it did maybe make me feel a little safer with the entire setup. So I was pleasantly surprised at the setup process for my brand new iPhone 8 or 8 Plus. This is in complete comparison to me realizing that I had to pay $75 to use Apple iPhone 8's fast charge. So two different tones today for the videos that I've shot. But I just wanted to share with you guys. Hopefully it's a little tip that will maybe help you out in the near future when you decide to upgrade to the iPhone X.